Hello everyone! Today we're doing Zeta lesson 20, dividing a decimal by a decimal. Woohoo! So we've been dividing whole numbers by decimals. We've divided whole numbers by whole numbers. Now we're going to do it all the way, decimals by decimals. Alright? So it's not that much different from what we've already done. No sweat. You guys have been through the ringer already, and it's not that much harder, trust me. Alright, so our first question today is, let me take that off so I don't confuse you. How many nickels are in 75 cents? Alright, so let's think about that. How many nickels are in 75 cents? We have our 75 cents here. We need to know how many cents is in a nickel. 5 cents is in a nickel. So if I were to write that, on my paper, would I just, oops, I'm gonna make it dark enough for you. Okay, would I just write it like that? How many 5s are in 75? No. We're doing it as dollars and change. So what do we have to do? How would we write 5 cents? It's the same as writing 5% because it's out of 100. 5 cents is out of 100 cents. We would need to write 0.5 out of 0.75 cents. Alright? So now that we have a clear view, okay, you have to have everything decimaled out. Now what are we going to do? Now we're going to move our decimal over. 1, 2. We move it over 2 times there. We got to move it 2 times here. 1, 2. Okay? All right. So now we know. Do we have to worry about this 5 now? No, it's before. We don't have to worry about it. Now it is 5 into 75. What we initially started with. But I will warn you, in this lesson, there will be decimals. We will really have to worry about our decimal placement and making sure we get it in the right spot. Okay, so right now, it is easy. How many 5s go into 7? 5, 10, nope, only 1. 1, we have our 5 minus 2, we bring our 5 down. How many 5s go into 25? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5. Sorry if you can't see that. Alright. So 15 point, that just means 15 whole. How many nickels are in 75 cents? I would write it 15 nickels. Don't forget to label. I've seen a couple of things not labeled. Don't forget to label. It doesn't matter so much on the review pages, but if you don't label on the test, it's half wrong. Don't forget to label. Alright? So, this is what we're doing. So let's look at something a little bit tougher. More along the lines of, we'll really need to watch our decimal. So, what about if this one doesn't quite have a question per se, but it's just, point. Alright, 0.03 divided by 1.974. Alright, that's our question. Look, I get to creep you. This is our question. Alright, so what's the first thing I need to do? I need to move my decimal over. 1, 2. I need to move my decimal over. On the other side, if I do it to one side, I do it to the other. Now you can erase that. You can erase that if you want to, if you like it to look a little cleaner. I do. So now you don't have to worry about this 0. The 0 doesn't matter anymore. It's before the 3. All right. Now we get to look. How many 3s go into, I want to make sure you can see it. How many 3s go into 1? None. We have to look at both. How many 3's go into 19? 3 times what is close to 19? Think about it. Think about it. 3 times what is close to 19? 3 times 6 is close to 19. I'll have to do it this way. Okay, I put my 6 above the number that we're working on. Alright, so if my 3 go into my 1 for any reason, then it would go there. But my number, my top number, what is it? Divisor? I have to think about it. The top number has to go above the number that we're working on, the last digit that we're working on. Right now we're working on 19. My 6 goes above. Oh, that's really light, isn't it? There we go. My 6 goes above. So 3 times 6 is 18. 1. I drop my 7. I haven't gone past my point yet. I don't put my point up. Okay, how many 3's go into 17 without going over? 3 times 5 is 15. Okay, now what am I going to do? Now I still have my last number to drop, but my last number has a decimal in front of it. That means now I'm going to be working on a number with a decimal in it. I have to bring up my decimal. Do not forget to bring up your decimal. If you don't, then you'll have a really hard time. You can always check it, but you'll have a harder time figuring out where it goes, okay? So don't forget that that's the biggest thing about today, decimal placement. Once you touch that decimal, once you get past it, it's got to shoot up, okay? How many 3's go into 24? 3 times what is 24? 3 times 8 is 24. 0. Okay. So now our answer is 65.8. Alright, so let's go ahead and check it. Come on, pen, you can do it. It's because I'm holding it up. 65.8, don't forget your decimal so you can make sure to get it right, times 3. Okay. 3 times 8 is 24. 5 times 3, 5, 10, 15, plus 2 more. Don't forget to add that 2 more. 17. 6 times 3 is 18. Oh, there's a 1 there. It's just hard to see. There it is. 6 times 3 is 18, plus 1 more is 19. Okay? And how many times over was that going to move? Only 1. 197.4, 197, there, 197.4. Our answer is correct. All right. Okay. Last one. So we've been lucky with the first one, and it worked out pretty evenly. Now we've done one where our decimal we had to shoot up and make sure we had it correctly. This last one, we are going to have to add some digits. Okay, this last one, 0.006, that means 6 out of 1,000. 0.006 divided, did it again, 63.87 divided by 0.006. All right. So what's the first thing we're going to do with this? First thing is move the decimal. All right. So we're going to move it 1, 2, 3 spots. So if I moved it 3 spots on one side, I have to move it 3 spots on the other. 1, 2, 3. But there's nothing there. What do I need to do? I need to add a 0. I can add as many zeros as it tells me to. Alright? So now I've got my new spot. I can take all these extra zeros away to not confuse myself. I've got my new number 6 as a whole number. I can move this 1, 2, 3. I've got my new whole number there. So I've got 2 easily dividable numbers. Yes. Right? All right. So now we can just divide. How many 6s? There we go. Got to make sure. How many 6s go into 6? There it is. 1. Put my 1 here. I put my 6 here. I bring my 3 down. How many 6s go into 3? None. What do I do now? Put my 0 on top. Minus 0 equals 3. Come on, pen, you can do it. And I drop my 8. Those are some ugly numbers, but that's all right. Okay, I drop my 8. How many 6s go into 38? 6s go into 38 without going over. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 7 is 42. So it's got to be 6 times 6. Got to make it somewhat legible. All right. 6 times 6 is 36. 8 minus 6 is 2. 3 minus 3 is 0. 0, 2. Okay, drop my 7 down. How many 6s go into 27? 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 5 is 30. So, gotta be that 4. 6 times 4 is 24. Okay. I put my 3. And I drop my 0. Score, it's even. Alright, so how many 6s go into 30? 5. 6 times 5 is 30. Alright, so we didn't have to go 0. We didn't have to go and do any points at the end. Score. Hopefully this will be a lesson where we won't have any remainders like that yet. Okay, now let's go ahead and check our answer. Our answer is 10,645 in my chicken scratch. All right, let's look at that. All right, I don't like you to erase, so I won't erase either. But let me move over here. 10,645 times 6. All right, here we've got it. Okay, 5 times 6 is 30. 6 times 4 is 24, plus 3 more. 25 to 6, 27. 27. 6 times 6 is 36, plus 2 more. 36, 37, 38. Alright. Where am I at now? 24. Ooh. I almost messed up. Alright, because I didn't have my thing straight. There you go. So it's 36, 7, 38. My 3 should have went over here. Alright. 6 times 0 is 0, plus 3 more is 3. And 6 times 1 is 6. So our original number, there you go. Our original number should have been 63,870. Let's look up. Was that our original number? 63,870. Woohoo! We got it right. All right. Okay. So today, all you're doing extra is moving your decimals within your number that you're dividing into. All right. So more of the same, more dividing. You guys are doing great. All right. You guys got this. Alright, if you have any questions or if you want to go over anything, just call me. And I'll be messaging later to see how you guys are doing, okay? Alright, love you guys. Bye.